So I'm just going to use this synopsis that the AI bot wrote me because it's better than anything I ever come up with.
So now, like, we've outsourced your writing to AI.
Yeah.
Did you learn nothing from Ex Machina?
I guess I didn't.
Oh no, that wasn't really its message anyway.
No.
Maybe, did you learn nothing from Terminator?
I haven't seen Terminator.
Oh, well, when you do,
So no.
You won't want the machines to do all your work for you.
Is that why people are so afraid of AI? Because of Terminator?
I actually think that is a large portion of it. You can't go to like read anything about AI without someone mentioning Skynet, which is a fictitious company from the Terminator world.
Oh.
So yeah, I think actually it's a large portion of why people fear AI. Huh. And also that it could potentially kill us all.
Well, that's not what you want.
No. Oh, some people.
Some people do, yeah.
So
right.
Is what you read today going to be written by AI?
Yes.
See, I did the thing, because I was showing you how to... Mm. Oh, and in case you're wondering, welcome to I Love This, You Should Too. We're still on last week, apparently.
Yeah.
AI wrote your speech today.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I'm very curious to hear it, because I did one for myself, because I was showing you
you showed me how to do it.
I didn't love it. It was very good. But I feel like what I do on the podcast, it's... What was that?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Is it your phone?
Oh, man. The AI is very... They're taking over.
Oh, they're angry that we're talking about this.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe we should just move on. It was great, but I choose to use my own words. Thank you. Sorry, AI. Don't kill me. Do we need to even introduce ourselves, or we're just going to go?
I'm Sam.
I'm
You're
Indy.
Indy.
This week, in between episodes, so we're each going to have a spoiler-free thing of the fortnight. I think it's weird. This is a weird week, maybe.
Is it?
Well, maybe I'm just acting weird. You picked the theme for this month,
yes,
which is...
Animal movies.
Animal media.
Animal theme.
Animals. It's Animal Month.
Yes, okay.
So last time we did a theme, we did movies from the 2000s. Mm-hmm. Then we got into movies about robots.
Yes.
Then Animal Month. Well, I guess that is like a good counterpoint to Robot Month.
Yeah, I guess.
So we're going to talk about animal things.
Yeah.
Sam, what's your animal thing of the fortnight?
My animal thing of the fortnight is a documentary series on Disney Plus called The Magical World of Animal Kingdom. It's a show that offers an insider's look at the world-renowned Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom and its team of animal experts. The 8-part series offers an in-depth look at the variety of species that call the park home, including lions, tigers, gorillas, rhinos, and many more. One of my favorite things about this is...
Wait, is this my favorite thing as in you, Samantha, or your phone?
Me.
Okay. Did AI write that other part?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it accurate?
Yeah. Oh, it's 100% accurate.
Damn.
It's crazy. One of my favorite things is you get to know not only like the animal handlers and the veterinarians, but you also get to know the animals and like their personalities. So you get to like celebrate a birthday and like
monkey birthday?
Yeah, see like an animal have some sort of like life-saving procedure or like different things like that.
Lion doctors.
Yeah, and you get like babies and all sorts of really cool stuff.
Who are the babies? Water buffalo, perhaps?
Perhaps.
I'm sold because in this movie I hear that lion doctors deliver water buffalo babies, and this sounds great.
Is that what you hear?
I think so. Isn't that what you said?
No.
Maybe it was mixed up the other way.
I think so.
So water buffalo deliver lion babies.
No, they're not related. There's like veterinarians who are in charge of the lions, and then there are veterinarians who are in charge of other animals.
Gotcha. Humans.
Human veterinarians, yes.
Okay.
Not animals. This is a like documentary, not a movie about animal doctors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember, what's this thing called? The Magic Kingdom, the World of Disney. Oh man, this is a rough one.
Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
So is this something that used to run at like Sundays at 5 p.m.?
Maybe a version of it. The one that's on Disney Plus came out in 2020.
Okay, I wonder if it's kind of a reimagining of something from our childhoods. Or is it one story going through, or is everything a standalone?
Everything's kind of a standalone. So you get to meet like a brand new baby manta ray, and you get to meet
Oh,
a
baby
pig named Mentari. And
What's that pig all about?
I don't know. He's having a piglet. She's having a piglet.
Oh, and a human will deliver it.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you get to go through and you meet Gino, a gorilla who celebrates his 40th birthday, and like you get all sorts of cool stuff. So, are you okay?
I'm trying not to laugh into the microphone. I was thinking how unfortunate it is that humans are the only species to deliver the babies of any other species. And then I was imagining humorous combinations of that. What animal would you like to deliver your baby? A team of kittens?
Oh, that'd be so cute.
And they'd have little scrubs on?
Yeah. A little puppy in scrubs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, I think so.
Although I do think people have babies with dolphins. Not like the dolphin's the father, but rather in a dolphin tank. That's a thing that people do.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I don't believe it's a good idea, but I believe that is something that people do.
Oh, I knew about like water births where you give birth in like an inflatable pool.
Why not throw some dolphin in there?
That seems
Dolphins?
dangerous
Dolphins.
and gross.
Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot of people that believe dolphins have some sort of mystical ability. You know, people who do dolphin airbrush art.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Like those t-shirts that you'd get on vacation.
Yeah, so if the general aesthetic of that shirt were a personality, those types of people would like to have babies with dolphins.
That's scary and gross.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I believe this is true and not something I just saw in a movie. And I'm very sorry that I've completely derailed our talk on your show.
That's okay.
I said it was going to be an episode like that, and here we are.
Yeah. So one thing I find really cool is that I've been to Animal Kingdom, and the animals are part of the park. And so it's like a zoo / theme park. And so you get to see a lot of really cool animals in these incredible Disney level detailed habitats, which are very cool.
Oh, I'm not familiar with this. Is this in Orlando?
Yes.
So it's at Disney World, and it's zoo-like?
Yes.
But what are they adding in that's extra outside of, or is it just the scenery looks Disney-esque?
The scenery is Disney-esque. There's, that's where the Avatar ride is. So
there's rides.
Yeah, so it is like part theme park. There's a cruise called Jungle Cruise. There's an African safari that you can take, so you get to see all of the like giraffes and everything. And
you ride safari style like in a Jeep or something?
Yeah. So it's like kind of escapism in zoo form, because you can do like an African safari as well as like a cruise through the jungle and like that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And so all these animals obviously need lots of handlers, and there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, I'm sure, that goes into keeping all these animals on site. So this documentary kind of goes into what happens behind the scenes, because you don't see a lot of it.
What happens behind the scenes? Do they make the animals fight each other?
No, they're all treated very humanely and loved.
Is it good for an animal to be treated humanely? Because they are not human. So are you like, hey, get a fucking job?
No,
Feed
that's
yourself?
not what they're saying.
Okay.
They're treated with care and love.
Chimpanzee.
Yeah.
For the chimpanzees.
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
For whatever reason, when it's animals, I become distracted and want to ask a lot of questions. Usually my first question always is like, what's that animal's name? Because I like to know that.
Yeah.
But what was your favorite animal that you saw at Animal Kingdom?
So I didn't get to go on the safari ride because I had a student with me on the trip who was sick, so we had to go back to the hotel, and she had a nap, and so we missed the safari part. But apparently it was incredible, and you got to see giraffes, and that was everyone's favorite thing, was seeing the giraffes.
So what was your favorite animal that you saw?
In the show, I definitely think Gino the gorilla.
What makes Gino so charming?
Well, he turned 39.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And so he got a birthday party.
Did you like that so much because you feel you also live with a 39-year-old gorilla?
No, but it's interesting that that's how you think about yourself.
You know me, just knocking things over and beating my chest.
So you can get The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdoms, season 1 and season 2. I haven't seen season 2 because we don't have Disney Plus anymore, but you can find it on Disney Plus, and you can learn about Gino the gorilla.
It's interesting that even our documentary tastes, because we both watch animal documentaries, but the style of animal documentary is very telling of who we are.
Yeah.
Right? Because I keep getting on that one that walks you through like the life of one cheetah, but then also, and cheetahs, are they not made of stardust? Let's see how stars are born. And it's connecting like the entire universe. Yeah. And that's, now that I think about it, painfully me. And then this one, which is behind the scenes, has people in it more often, and is also very Disney. That's very you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Indy, what's your animal thing of the fortnight?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I couldn't pick one. I was thinking, like, I just read a book where cats and humans switch place.
Oh.
So there's like big giant cats who are small or smart, and we are like the little things that run around and they feed us.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, it kind of is, but it's also kind of sad. I thought I didn't have many animal things, but then I thought about it, and I watch a lot of animal-based content.
You do.
So rather than give you an animal thing of the fortnight, I'm going to give you an animal things update of the fortnight.
Okay.
Because I went through and I've already used many different animal shows as my things of the week.
Interesting.
So
okay.
I'll update you on them because most of them are shows that we're still currently on. So back on episode 156, I talked about Aggretsuko, which is a Netflix show that is a cartoon. The main character is a red panda, and it's of the Hello Kitty world. It's that style.
Oh, okay.
But it does not feel like any of that because she is dealing with a lot of issues of inadequacy because she's not fulfilled in her job and is single and her mom is disappointed in her. It's about that kind of stuff. And I thought it was brilliant when I last talked about it because I loved that kind of dissonance maybe. Also just the topics that this movie felt able to go for, because if you're doing something kind of mundane, like just dwelling on someone's loneliness, that's not an easy show to make. But when everything is cute and animated, maybe it's easier because of that. But either way, it deals with stuff like that, which I really enjoyed. But I feel like lately I don't like it as much. We are up to season 5 now. Season 5 just came out last week, I believe. And seasons 4 and 5 are maybe not as enjoyable to me because earlier on it gets into bigger things, like now she's a pop star for some reason, but kind of, and you're like, that's not as much. Or season 5's dealing a lot with an unemployed boyfriend, and then he's staying home and playing video games, and you're like, it's a little cliche at times.
Yeah, that seems like they've kind of wandered away from what made the show good at the beginning.
That's what I think, but it does often bring things back into those themes I like, but I feel like those themes of like self-discovery and personal growth and kind of the loneliness of adulthood that's not often talked about, those things are in it less.
Oh.
So it's still good. Go check it out. I like the earlier seasons better. Rilakuma and Kaoru was a show. It is stop motion based, and there's kind of these two big teddy bear-esque characters who live with a woman. And again, it deals a lot with the loneliness of this woman. She's not fulfilled in her job. Whoa, these are really similar now that I think about it. But this one, rather than kind of dwelling on it or having them reach milestones like getting a promotion or being in a serious relationship, this one kind of dwells on little moments of happiness or of simple beauty, because there's one episode where it was just her waiting for her friends, and one by one they each text and say they can't make it. And that's kind of the episode, and you're like, oh, that's just really sad, but it takes the time to just go through that. But then at the end, they have a picnic and she brings the 3 friends that she does have, the 2 bears and a little bird. And then she was like, well, at least we have this, and isn't this nice? And that's the entire episode.
Aww.
And I loved that show. I found it almost meditative at times, and it's just great. But I talked about it on episode 123 if you want to listen to that. But then they had a new season. I was very excited for it. And I did not like it at all, which was very sad, because this one is all about a theme park. And rather than their kind of quiet life, now it takes place at an amusement park, which is less fun. And it's kind of scary. Not scary in any real sense, but on this one, someone's like really late and then they leave their purse on the bus.
Oh.
That is way too much stress for what that first season was doing.
That seems totally different again.
It's too much. And I know you're saying like that's not a lot. That is a minor inconvenience to most people. But this show was just so still and sweet and beautiful that amount of stress really changes the dynamic, I think.
That's kind of disappointing that both of those shows have kind of taken it in a different direction.
Still good, though, but not... I think I might go watch the first season of Rilakuma again because it was so very good. And then I'll give you one new show. It's called Bee and Puppycat. And the animal there, of course, is Puppycat himself. Is
Puppy a puppy or a cat?
Oh, he's a puppycat.
So both?
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay.
He is a puppycat.
Okay.
And the premise of the show, again, it's animated. There's a character named Bee, and she is, oh no, is she in her 20s and lonely? Is this just my thing now? Huh. Well, maybe she's not lonely, though.
No, she's Puppycat.
Yeah, exactly. So Puppycat works for like an intergalactic temp agency, kind of. So they have a different job every episode.
Oh, that's fun.
Or sometimes they're just like, oh, it's our friend's birthday. Let's bake a cake.
Right.
It could just be that too. But sometimes they go on weird, crazy, wild adventures. And Puppycat speaks only in like robot sounds. Mm-hmm. And Bee speaks English, as do most of the characters. And it's a very interesting animation style because it looks both retro and 80s and almost like Astro Boy-like, that kind of style. But it's also futuristic. It has really nice color palettes. And then the music, too, really adds to this almost psychedelic feel to it, but a calming, retro, futuristic psychedelia.
Okay.
Is I think what this show
That's
has.
a lot of things, but cool.
Yeah, so it's a fun one too. It's more active, I guess, than the last shows I was talking about because there are these like wild adventures, but it's still largely serene, especially with the music. So go check that one out too. And that is also available on Netflix. So there you go. 3 for the price of 1.
Those are all Netflix?
Oh, actually, yeah, they are all on Netflix.
Awesome.
Yeah, Netflix, that's what they're doing well. They're doing shows about lonely people who have animal friends.
Aww,
or are animal friends.
I love animal friends.
Me too. So this week's episode is sponsored by Animal Friends. If you need anything from a pick-me-up or someone to deliver your baby, why not have an animal friend?
I initially said yes to lion doctor because I assumed you were talking about like a veterinarian who only deals with lions. I didn't think it was a lion who was a doctor. I got confused.
Yeah, I guess most people when they hear the words lion doctor wouldn't assume the doctor's a lion, but the world I deal in a lot of the time, I read a lot of stories where animals are doctors. So
well, that's a nice world to live in.
It is. If only we could.
That would make the magical world of Animal Kingdom much more interesting.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see animal reboots of all the popular shows.
Yeah.
I want to see an all lemur Frasier.
I want to see.
I would watch Frasier then.
A lion doctor ER.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. And they'd all just be like roaring at each other instead of fighting.
Oh, but do we get subtitles?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they'd speak English or whatever language they would speak. Well, should we just pitch animal reboots for the rest of the episode?
No, I think we should go on to our big watch for next week.
All right. Well, it's your turn. It's your theme. What is your animal big watch that we're all going to be watching and discussing next week?
So we are going to be watching the 1995 film Babe.
Babe the Pig.
Babe the Pig. So I loved this movie as a child. My mom and I both love Babe. And we occasionally still talk about Babe, so I feel like it's still a big part of our lives. Have you seen Babe?
Seen what, Babe?
Okay.
What if we were people that called each other Babe? But not even Babe? Babe.
Babe.
Just like B-E-B.
No thanks.
Hey, Babe. What's the thing of the week, Babe?
No, thank you.
So oddly enough, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it was just big enough that I feel like I've seen it, even though I haven't, and I can tell you about certain scenes because maybe I've seen those scenes, or maybe I saw it in 1995 once and it's like in there somewhere, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah, so I don't think I've seen this since it was on VHS.
Are we going to watch a VHS copy of it?
No, we're not gonna watch it on VHS because we don't have a VHS player.
Oh, we do.
Do we?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. I don't want to like watch a trailer or ruin it.
Okay.
But I think A Talking Pig and all of its animal friends is the perfect movie to go with our animal things of the week.
Seems like it. Yeah. What do you remember about it?
I remember there's like a grumpy farmer with a heart of gold. And then I think there's a dog.
Well, I think I remember the overall plot of the movie.
Oh.
Like, I think it's Babe wants to be a sheepdog.
Yeah.
And is kind of adopted in, but then they're like, hey, you're not a dog.
Yeah.
And that's the movie, I think. And then maybe he goes on to do like a I don't know, contest?
Maybe.
And James Cromwell is the farmer.
Arthur Hoggett.
Is that the character's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but I know James Cromwell because I'm pretty sure he got nominated for maybe his only Oscar for this.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if it'd be for supporting actor or best actor. Because you be supporting to a pig? I think you can.
That's funny.
Have any animals been nominated for Oscars?
No. James Cromwell was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and there was
supporting to a pig. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, this one was nominated for 7 Academy Awards that year. So
this might have been the last time I watched the Oscars because I remember it being nominated for a lot.
It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Art Direction, and Best Film Editing, and it won for Best Visual Effects.
Holy shit.
Like, that's a big number of awards.
Wow.
And, like, the big ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're doing 2 movies in a row that won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
Excellent.
And then what an odd 2.
Yeah.
Because both ones that would be the answer to trivia questions because they're not big, huge ones. Ex Machina, very low budget sci-fi, sure, but one effect. And then this about a bunch of farm animals.
Yeah. Very different movies. Well, put it in your Trivial Pursuit spreadsheet and
yeah, I do. Okay, wait.
File that away for later.
Okay, got it.
Okay, perfect. I will forget that by the time it comes up as a trivia question, but 1996 was apparently a big year for pig movies.
What other pig movies came out?
No, this is the only one. But
oh, I thought it was like, oh yeah, and then there was that Charlotte's Web adaptation.
No, that was
much later.
Yeah, so I don't want to like read a synopsis or anything, so...
Oh, sorry, but I'm going to go back a second because you gave a great answer to what do you remember, but I meant what do you remember liking? You watched it with your mom?
Yes.
And is it a very nostalgic movie for you?
Yeah.
What do you remember the like emotions being of it?
I think there's a scene where the farmer thinks Babe might be lost or dead. And it's like a very emotional scene, and I remember that.
And did you cry?
I feel like I probably did. That's like all I can remember. I think there's a lot of sheep in this movie too.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember Babe goes, fa la 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 la. I remember that, and I remember That'll do, pig.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't remember them. Maybe they're from the commercial.
Oh, maybe. I'm interested to talk to you after we see this because I'm interested to know how much of it is like the trailer and just like the publicity for the movie.
Mm-hmm. It was huge, especially for kids our age.
Yeah.
Right?
And it had a sequel called Babe Pig in the City.
This I know.
Which
is fucked up.
Failed to achieve the same success.
It's wild. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think so.
So this one I remember, oddly enough. I remember a lot about Babe Pig in the City because it is it's not quite Wizard of Oz 2 levels of disturbing, but it is rough.
Oh, I don't remember it at all. So maybe we'll have to watch Babe 2 as well.
I remember a pit bull chasing Babe around and then that pit bull being like hung and then drowning in a river.
What?
They hang it upside down by its foot, so just its head's in the water and it's drowning.
Oh my God.
The city's a terrible place, is what that
is.
movie taught me.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Don't go to the city.
Well, I couldn't park in the garage today because of all that. Ugh. Anyways, we're done?
I think so.
Well, let's watch Babe and let's talk about it next week.
So, we'll see you next week when we talk about Babe, the pig. Bye, everyone.
The pig.